And for you, I'm going to give you three choices. There are no other choices, just these three choices. One.
All right, pause right here. When a judge opens with, "You have three choices," that's not casual language. That's the court signaling that discretion is narrowing fast. This is the moment defendants realize the room just got very real.
Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections, defense?
No, Your Honor.
All right, according to your plea bargain agreement, the state proceeded on account 2. Your punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 5 years. The state is opposed to your application for community supervision and deferred adjudication, and there's to be restitution, if any, to the complainant. State, do you have any witnesses?
No, Judge, just argument.
Defense, any witnesses?
Oh, just my client, Your Honor.
All right, could you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Matthew Steven Martinez.
All right, you may proceed.
Mr. Martinez, can you explain briefly what happened in this case?
This is critical. The state is opposing community supervision and deferred adjudication translation. Prosecutors are pushing for real consequences, not a second chance. At this point, the defendant's only hope is convincing the judge he's not a...
The day of the accident.
I was on my way home and a car crossed over multiple lanes to get on the highway, and I didn't see him. Just
before I question, can I just explain to the court what happened?
Oh, I read the police report.
Okay.
So I read the PSI report, but I'm here to listen whatever evidence you want to present to me. But I do need your client to speak up so I can hear him.
So, did you work that specific day?
Yeah.
What time did you get out?
I got off at 10 o'clock.
And then after that, where'd you go?
I had went to it for a drink.
Yeah, but did you go from 10 to the bar at 10 o'clock, or you went somewhere else?
No, I went home first.
And then what happened?
From there, I went out by myself.
And how many more or less beers did you think you had in that day?
About 2. I left early because I had work the next day.
Okay, and on your way home, you had an accident?
Yes, a car had pulled out in front of me, crossing over multiple lanes to get onto the highway. As I was getting onto the highway.
And how far from the bar do you live?
Notice the pattern here. The defendant repeatedly minimizes 2 beers, left early, work the next day. This is common in DUI cases, but judges listen very closely to consistency. Every small detail matters when credibility is being measured.
About 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay, and is that the same route you take home all the time?
Yes, I know.
Okay. And when you're entering the expressway, the vehicle you hit, where was the vehicle at?
It was in front of me at a slow speed that I didn't have time to react.
Was he in the inner lane, your outer lane, or far left lane, or
It was on the
right lane?
on-ramp. On the on-ramp.
And then he cut across into your path?
And I'm going to back to leading.
All right, that'll be sustained.
Mm-hmm. Do you know what happened after that when you're in front, entering the expressway?
No, I slammed on my brakes and tried to stop.
Okay, you had an accident with this person. Okay, and was it intentional?
No, never intentional.
Did you have a chance to brake in time?
No, I was coming over there.
Okay. Now let me ask you about your background. You were arrested in, I think it's 2016 for, what were you arrested for in 2016?
I think a small marijuana charge.
And you were juvenile?
Yes, I was young.
And what happened to that case?
I went to juvie and was released the next day.
Were you ever prosecuted?
No.
I was dismissed.
Guessing so, I've never.
Didn't know the results, never got called. Okay, and have you had any, other than this, have you ever had anything on your record?
No, this is the first.
Have you had any misdemeanors?
No.
The DWI got dismissed?
Yes, it's DUI from the top.
Yeah, okay. And you're asking the court for deferred adjudication?
Yes.
Okay, since this incident, how many times have you had any drinks?
And since the incident, I've been sober going on a year and a half.
Never had any alcohol at all?
No, all I do is work now.
Okay, and you're working for?
I work at Florida. I'm a team lead.
How long have you been with the odor?
Going on 3 years now. But
And you're asking this court for deferred adjudication in this case?
yes,
Do you think you can follow all the conditions set by the court?
yes, I
And
have.
you're willing to do them too?
Yes.
I don't know, as a witness, yeah.
All right,
Okay,
Stace.
So it's your testimony that on the date of the offense on June 2nd of 2024, you were traveling on 1604 heading from like the Alamo Ranch area towards Six Flags. Is that correct?
Alamo Ranch going south.
Going south?
Yes.
Okay. And so there's Bear County Sheriff's deputy that is in a marked patrol vehicle, correct? Or a motorcycle, correct?
It was a car. A sheep.
It was like a patrol vehicle.
Yeah, it was a patrol vehicle.
Okay. And so this person, this deputy is at a stop sign, correct? And you're traveling towards the on-ramp to get onto the highway, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you should be aware that the police department obtained the airbag control module, which contains like the speed that you were traveling, whether you applied the brake, and all of that information. Are you aware of that?
Yeah.
Okay, because that was contained in the stipulated to evidence, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and so when we look at that, you stated to your attorney that you slammed on your brake, is that correct?
Yes, at least on what I remember.
Okay, but when we look at the airbag control module data,
And here's the bombshell. Airbag control module data doesn't lie. Unlike human memory, it records speed, braking, and timing. When technology contradicts testimony, judges almost always trust the data.
that says that you never applied your brakes. Are you aware of that?
Yes, I mean, it just happened so fast that I had no really time to react.
Okay, and let's talk about why it happened so fast and we didn't have time to react. That's because 5 seconds before the point of impact, you were traveling 74 miles per hour on the access road, correct?
Yes, to get onto the highway.
Okay, and the speed limit in that area is around 35 miles per hour, correct?
Let's put this in perspective. A 015 BAC is nearly twice the legal limit, combined with 74 miles per hour in a 35 zone. This moves the case from accident into reckless endangerment territory in the court's eyes.
Yes, but I was getting on the highway.
Okay, and so you're traveling 74 miles per hour, and you had 2 alcoholic beverages, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and your blood alcohol concentration came back at 0.15, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and that's about doubling the legal limit. Do you understand that, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and regarding your possession of marijuana case that was dismissed, did you receive any treatment for the substance abuse that you were engaging in back at that time?
No, I was very young.
Okay. And you're aware that when the officers made contact with you after you crashed into Deputy Suarez, they noted that you had a strong scent of alcohol coming from your mouth. Are you aware of that? And that you were slurring your speech. Are you aware of that?
Yes.
Okay. And You admitted that you had been at the bar. What bar were you at?
I was at a bar called Deals.
Okay. That's in the UTSA area, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So you traveled from UTSA area all the way down to Alamo Ranch under the influence of alcohol before you crashed into this deputy. Is that correct?
Yes, okay.
And then regarding your interactions, you stated that you consumed 2 to 3 Heineken beers. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. But you would agree with me that your blood alcohol concentration being at a 0.15 or higher, that is consistent with consuming more alcoholic beverages than just 2 or 3, correct?
Not sure.
You passed it.
There are no other questions, Your Honor.
All right, I have one question. Any objections to the court asking
No,
the
yeah.
question? All right, if you're drug tested today for any type of controlled substances or alcohol, what will the results be? And know that I will have you drug tested today.
Negative. I've been sober for the past year. I've been negative on all my pre-trial drug tests. I report monthly, and I take urine every month.
All right, and do you have a sponsor?
I'm not sure.
Well, usually when you're doing sober support meetings, do you do sober support meetings, AA meetings?
I'm pre-trial right now. I'm on a scram bracelet.
Mhm.
So I've been on the scram bracelet for a year, so I've been sober for the past year and a couple months.
Okay. So why do you want to be on probation? Tell me about yourself. I'm trying to make a decision because the state is opposed to your application. I understand that people, nobody ever goes somewhere to drink, to get intoxicated and say, I'm going to hit someone. Usually what ends up happening is people start drinking, they don't stop drinking, they get in a vehicle, and then they end up having an accident.
This is the heart of sentencing. The judge isn't retrying the case. She's judging the person. Accountability, remorse, and change matter more here than excuses. This next answer could decide freedom versus incarceration.
It was by grace that this person is not dead, because sometimes that happens when you hit someone. So I'm trying to figure out, who you are, because in the PSI report, it says that you've minimized guilt. And sometimes I know minimization of guilt, when they put it in a report, sometimes it's subjective. So I'm just trying to figure out who you are and whether or not you should be granted probation. Okay.